pounding Jay White down in the corner.
Boy, Hangman is hearing it from the fans here in Tacoma, the Tacoma Dome. Things he has done over the past couple of months have been just absolutely repulsive.
But I mean, in Hangman's mind, and this is no excuse for it, but Hangman believes he's justified. He believes he walks the righteous path. I'm not sure how he possibly can still believe that.
After what Swerve Strickland did to his family, to his house.
But still, Hangman Adam Page burned down Swerve Strickland's childhood home.
Well, quid pro quo, Clarice.
A chop to the chest after working over both the right and left legs of Hangman Adam Page, and now Switchblade Jay White maybe looking for a single leg crab. Hangman doing a good job fighting off his back to make it to the ropes. The first off break, but Switchblade, great adaptation there.
Jay White, who has just continued to prove ever since beginning as a young lion in New Japan, certainly excelled. It's part of the Bang Bang Gang into the cover.
Now Switchblade, the leg hooked.
You know, guys, this is a great way to kick off Wrestle Dream. You're talking about two stars, and you mentioned that Jay White, international star, brought in to AEW. Kazuchika Okada was brought in. Our roster has never been better, and you're looking at Hangman Adam Page, a former world champion. Two great stars to begin this telecast.
Yeah, Switchblade Jay White still looking for his first singles gold of his AEW career. And what better way to get back on that path than to take down a former AEW World Champion in Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah, certainly, if he can get beyond Adam Page and whoever is number 2 on that list, get by him as well.
That's an important strategic move by Switchblade Jay White. Don't divulge the name of that number 2. Don't give anybody time to prepare.
Keep them thinking, absolutely, could be anyone.
Look at the fans at ringside call out to Hangman. Same thing. He's never going to be a popular guy in the Northwest. We mentioned that.
Right here in Swerve's hometown,
right here in Swerve's hometown in Tacoma.
You think he cares, Tony?
Well, I don't know if he really does or not.
Not in the slightest. Why would anyone care what anyone from Washington State thinks of them?
Specifically from Aberdeen, perhaps?
Especially from Aberdeen.
At that time,
oh, wow, Hangman, look at that. The boot as Jay White went down, and Hangman just swarming Jay White with those elbows.
Nothing pretty about it. No technique, really. Just brutalizing Jay White. This has served Adam Page very well.
And look at that. That time Hangman said these fans are disrespecting me. Of course they are. Jay White, who is a great wrestler, a great technical wrestler, is in a fight here for revenge.
And, you know, when we saw Jay White make his entrance, he was flanked by Juice Robinson, but Colton and Austin Gunn, the other members of the Bang Bang Gang, not cleared to travel thanks to the attack by Hangman Adam Page. So the numbers of the Bang Bang Gang have been depleted as Hangman, now the fall away slam into the corner. Jay White too close to the ropes. Hangman, his temper getting the better of him, I think, Nigel.
Well, let's not get ahead of the course. A little bit, a moment of frustration on the face of Page. You can understand, again, right from the outset, that has been Jay White's MO in this match, to frustrate Adam Page.
Jay White, you mentioned earlier when he walked into the ring, Excalibur, here for revenge. Do you think, though, getting revenge against a guy like Hangman Adam Page will obviously do anything in and out of the ring is a smart move? I mean, I know you want to get back at him, but you're looking at a guy who will just look at him. Look at the fans here in Tacoma, each and every blow across the head.
Jay White, as Hangman turned his attention away from Jay White, found himself on the receiving end of that Manhattan drop, but now has White captured in that sleeper hold.
Hangman's type of guy.
Hangman, look at this.
Yeah, he's not going to let go of it.
Spinning White around, driving him down, and Jay White, though, able to kick out.
A clash of styles here when you talk about the Japanese influence when it comes to Jay White. And just that brutal street fighting attitude of Adam Page. I'm giving the advantage to Page here.
Yeah, so am I. And look at that. He staggered that time. Jay White. Jay got back to his feet, but he hammered him once again. Well, here comes Jay again.
Yeah, whoa. Hangman just rocked Jay White with that elbow strike. Nigel, I spoke at the outset of this match that Jay White, his preferred style of professional wrestling is counter wrestling. But when you're in there with somebody like Hangman Adam Page, that means Jay White has to leave himself open for some heavy artillery from Hangman, just like that shot.
Which is exactly what has happened in the latter half of this match so far. Adam Page has just been laying a beating.
But Jay White hangs onto the top rope. Hangman sent to the outside. Laces that boot between the top and middle rope.
Watch out, setting up for it.
Now thinking buckshot lariat, but Jay White knew it.
Yeah.
And a simple but smart counter move by Switchblade Jay White.
The early bird gets the worm, but it's the second mouse that gets the cheese.
Look how defiant that Jay White is. You know, Nigel, you, Hangman, you guys were at the Casino Gauntlet match at Wembley, but Jay White was ruined of a chance to go to Wembley, ruined of his Wembley moment by Hangman Adam Page. So you can understand why he's so defiant, why he's so angry.
But Hangman Adam Page, he took his chance to be there. He shot his shot, and had it not been for Jeff Jarrett, he may have been the person now with a title opportunity in his back pocket.
Had it not been for Bryan Danielson, who won the 2024 Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
Wow, and Jay is laying it in right now, guys. Holy smokes, look at this.
Yeah, two quick jabs to the jaw, followed up by the chop to the chest. Jay White running uppercut in the corner. And now White with Hangman on the shoulder. Hangman escapes. Jay, boom! That was that counter wrestling. Hangman telegraphed the lariat. Jay White countered, connects with the DDT, and Hangman, though, able to kick out.
Well, you can see the pain on the face of Hangman there, how brutal this match has been. Look at Jay pulling himself up. He's going to go back for some more.
Jay White, though, has absorbed a lot of punishment thus far in the match.
Yeah, since his injury, this is by orders of magnitude the longest he's been competing inside the ring.
You have to wonder how Jay White has trained for this match. You can see he is as lean as ever. Still has those 10-pack abs. Oof.
And that chop maybe a little high on the chest, perhaps even in the throat of Hangman and Page. But Hangman,
wow, oh, he hurt his knee.
Hangman landed on his feet, but he came up, favoring that knee. Jay White using Hangman's momentum against him, and now,
The bridge.
How about that? He almost jackknifed up in the middle of the air.
Page is grabbing at his knees there. I could see when he hit that clothesline off the middle rope earlier in the match, I think he pulled something in the knee. I noticed he was a little bit ginger. And that certainly seems to be getting worse and exacerbated as this match continues.
Well, Jay White would not mind at all working on that knee to try to injure Hangman Adam Page. Quid pro quo.
Oh, Jay White has Hangman on the top, not going after the knee, instead maybe looking for one big shot to take the Hangman down. But Page digging his thumbs into the eyes of Switchblade Jay White.
Anybody's weakness, the eye socket.
Jay White, though, the chop. Oh, Hangman.
Oh, that knee is, that's tough for him.
Hangman, his boot is caught underneath the top rope, and he's...
This is where Jay White needs to go to work, and he's doing that.
Hangman trying to cover up, and Jay White now digging his thumbs into Hangman's eyes.
That's what we're talking about, revenge. Fans are loving this, too. Take a look at this crowd. What a great crowd here in the Tacoma Dome. And they are hating the Hangman.
Oh, but Hangman hoists up Jay White. Valley driver on the ring apron.
Made a mistake there, Nigel, did Jay White. Turned away.
We talked earlier tonight about this business being a case of seconds, and just it was half a second without Adam Page there. Get that Death Valley driver on the apron, and now clearly in the driver's seat.
You know, interestingly enough, as Hangman Adam Page returns Jay White to the ring, Jake clutching the back of his neck.
Look at the eyes.
And Hangman thinking buckshot here as Jay White staggers forward, gets rocked back towards the center. Hangman.
Well, there's one place right now Jay White does not want to be, and that's slightly past the center of the ring.
And I think even though he's dangling here in days, he knows that, Nigel, just holding on to the ropes.
Plenty of veteran experience, ring awareness.
And Jay White so highly intelligent, but I mean, when you're in there with a heavy hitter like Hangman Adam Page, there's little that you can do, as Hangman now has Jay White sized up, and Jay White staggers back.
There you go.
Getting.
Oh, watch out!
Jay White tried to accelerate into Hangman, but Hangman cut him off that big elbow strike. I was going to say the interesting point about, but wait, Hangman. Oh, he took that elbow strike, I think, to hit that dragon screw in the ropes.
Yeah, you may be right. A little bit of a smile on the face of Jay White after that, Excalibur.
Oh, that's gone.
Boy, he is so resilient as Hangman.
The power bomb on the apron, and now.
Oh, no! Oh, my God!
Power bomb on the steps.
I don't know if Jay White's going to be able to continue, guys.
Well, the point I was about to make a few minutes ago, Nigel, is that Switchblade Jay White, when he was injured, and we take another look at that powerbomb, when he was injured in the match with Hangman Adam Page, we know he was taken out of action. He was on the shelf, but we do not know the nature of that injury. Jay White not giving us any tells. He's not taped up. He doesn't have an extra brace on. So we can only speculate on that, as can Hangman.
That's a fantastic point, actually. Maybe as this match continues. Oh, he's turning out, trying to get Page in the ring to give a momentary respite for White. If there was some damage that took him out, to your point, Page is not aware.
Yeah, referee Paul Turner admonishing Hangman Adam Page, trying to get the action back in the ring. The match can't be won by either competitor when both men are on the floor.
Well, you know, this thing is about revenge, this match, and sometimes you want revenge so badly you don't even think about what you're walking into, and it's very apparent right now that Jay White's walked into a buzzsaw.
Hangman needs to be very, very careful here. He was already fined and suspended earlier this year. He could be heading down that road once again. He lays his hand.
Oh, Jay White got it.
Switchblade into a buzzsaw.
Look at this.
Well done, Tony.
Oh, that's oh boy.
Jay White, the knee breaker on the side of the ramp.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that before.
I agree, Excalibur. You used the right term, breaker. That could have broken something, and may have.
Let's see if we can, from a different angle, exactly the impact. Oh, yeah, Lord. Right across the front of the shin, underneath the kneecap.
And we talk about how hard the apron of the ring is. That's nothing on the rampway, which is solid.
Paul Turner giving the 5 count, but Jay White,
he broke the count.
Yeah, ducked into the ring.
May come to rue that decision.
Or perhaps Jay White, he could feel that Hangman Adam Page is not out of this fight yet.
Let's be honest, we all know Adam Page, if there's a breath in his body, he's getting back in the ring, bad leg or not.
I don't think Jay White cares one way or the other. Well, he's going to roll him in the ring here. Let's see if he stays on the knee. He should. Hangman's up, my God.
Wild swing by Hangman as Jay White's dragon screw. Hangman's momentum carried him across the ring, but it carried him up to his feet.
Oh.
Jay White.
What a violent match, Excalibur.
It certainly is, as White just peppering Hangman with shots in the corner. Jay White, though, it's on the brakes, and now Hangman, though, back elbow. White, I think he was searching for that Uranage.
And again, that clubbing
Here it
forearm
comes.
under the jaw.
That's the prelude.
The cover, 2, no, Hangman able to kick out.
Interesting pinfall attempt there from Jay White, electing to try to get his body lower across the hips rather than the shoulders, forcing Adam Page to use his legs to kick out. Just watch this. First the impact,
The pivot of the hips.
high angle.
But back to live action. Jay White was looking for Blade Runner. Hangman was thinking Deadeye. No! The low blow attempt.
Got the throw to the referee for quick.
Suplex. Jay White, he avoided the low blow from Hangman. And Hangman got spiked. Jay White would control the wrist on Hangman Page.
Here comes.
Blade Runner. No. Hangman counters.
Wow.
Oh, but the knee.
What a counter. Amazing.
The knee of Hangman Adam Page bore the brunt of the impact, as did the neck of Jay White.
That was just reflex from Adam Page, electing to hit the Deadeye with a bad knee. But ask yourself this, fellas. That double or buckshot flipping lariat. Will his knee be able to withstand that?
I think we're going to find out here in just a moment if he can position.
Should he even go for it?
Well, he's looking at Jay White in the middle of the ring. He wants to go for it. Going to get your answer here.
This could be... Hangman, feel... Attacking at its finest by Switchblade Jay White.
A perfect strategy from Switchblade. Played out to perfection as Juice Robinson coming to congratulate his Bang Bang Gang partner.
What a way to start the night. Look at the eyes of Hangman. What a classic match.
Let's see if we can now. The closing moments of this match, the damage to the leg, gave Jay White the opportunity, the respite to pause, to lie in wait, and just when it was there, boom, hooking him up, down into
Jay
the
White been a half step further away from Hangman Adam Page. Hangman could have landed that buckshot. He could have ended the night, but Jay White, tremendous ring awareness, tremendous positioning. And it earned Switchblade Jay White the victory tonight.
Jay White was coming for revenge, but by the looks of things, Page might want some himself.
Hangman Adam Page incensed, but Jay White, our victor tonight in their opening contest. But fans, coming up next, the AEW Women's World Championship on the line. Mariah May, the champion, Willow Nightingale, by virtue of her victory this past Tuesday night, the challenger. Let's take a look at how we got here.
This Tuesday, Title Tuesday in Spokane, there's going to be a match. The winner of that match faces you at Wrestle Dream for the AEW Women's World Championship.
I want the Women's World Championship, and I'm coming for Mariah May.
Everybody is just drooling for a shot at me. Is this AEW or is it my DMs? Willow Nightingale, I finally understand why you're so happy and you're smiling all the time, because you recognize you are lucky to be here.
Mariah May, it is now official. At Wrestle Dream, your AEW Women's Championship will be on the line against Willow Nightingale.
Mariah, you don't even deserve to look at me holding this title.
At Wrestle Dream, I'll make Mariah May a former champ, and I become the new AEW Women's World Champion.
The 60-minute time limit is for the AEW Women's World Championship. Entering the challenger from Long Island, New York, Willow Nightingale.
Willow Nightingale, easily one of the most popular athletes wherever we go around the world. And Willow coming into this match, I think a very different woman. The last time she shared the ring with Mariah May this past summer, Willow Nightingale, she's been through some serious ups and some serious downs, and now she is focused on the task at hand, perhaps more than ever.
Here is a woman who's at the very top.
And her opponent from London, England, she is the reigning and defending AEW Women's World Champion, the Glamour, Mariah May.
And that sound you hear is not some interference on your speakers. It is Nigel McGuinness licking his lips, salivating over the AEW Women's World Champion, the Glamour, Mariah May.
It is hard not to. She is stunning, demure, One of the most beautiful AEW Women's Champion in the history of this sport, and quite possibly takes my breath away.
I agree with all that she's gorgeous, but she is also a very, very mean, terrible person.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you have to be, Tony, when you're a champion.
Conniving, treacherous, but a champion nonetheless.
Yep. And you know what? Very, very talented in the ring. I got to give her props on that. Also, I should say this. Let's take a look at what Willow Nightingale did that. And you mentioned what she did to get to this spot. She defeated 3 former world champions, Jamie Hayter, Saraya, and Nyla Rose, on this past week's Dynamite to get this spot against this great champion. So Willow has really traveled a rough road to get here.
Yeah, and after that victory, was on the receiving end of a cheap shot from Mariah May. Willow had her lip split open. I believe it was about a 3-4 inch wound that went from the outside of Willow's mouth to the inside. Thanks to that headbutt by Mariah May. And now Willow, though, just hip toss, sends the champion across the ring.
The champion has been vociferous in her protection of the title. Attacking Nightingale, as you mentioned. Always, though, able to maintain poise and grace.
You know, we just saw a rematch of the semifinal round of the men's Owen Hart Foundation tournament in Hangman Adam Page and Switchblade Jay White. Now this is a rematch of the finals. Willow Nightingale and Mariah May faced off the Calgary Saddle Dome. Mariah May earned the victory that night, and that was also the night that she had enough, or she felt that Timeless Toni Storm had outlived her usefulness.
She disposed of her former friend, the champion Toni Storm, and ever since, the whore you adore, the slut you can't rebut.
Oh, the pounce! You can't denounce!
There you go.
As Willow Nightingale turning the tables on the AEW Women's World Champion, Mariah May, being introduced to those top turnbuckle pads, courtesy of the challenger, the former TBS champion, who was laying in some heavy shots on the Glamour.
We have 3 ladies who have won the Owen Hart Cup women's division. Of course, it's these 2 women right here. Of course, the first one was Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, back in 2022.
As now Mariah May, the mount raining down right hands on Willow. So Willow is trying to cover up, land some body shots to back off Mariah May. You know what I thought was interesting, Nigel, was this past Tuesday night when Mariah May joined us on commentary for Dynamite, she even refused to acknowledge the existence of Timeless Toni Storm.
Clearly, Toni Storm is behind her. She has moved on. She now has what she wants, the AEW World title. Why should she concern herself with the former champion? The runt that you love to hunt. At least I think it was runt.
Brother, stop. As Mariah May, the stomps breaking down Willow Nightingale in the corner.
Well, Nightingale came out here furious, angry, and brought it to Mariah May, who absorbed the punishment early in the match, and now clearly with the advantage.
You know, we were talking about Owen Hart winners, and these 2 ladies have won their Owen Hart tournament. Think how close, as you mentioned. Here's a cover.
Covered by Mariah, the far leg hook, Willow kicking out.
As you mentioned, Excalibur, these 2 women met
2024 tournament earlier this summer.
2024 tournament earlier this summer. Think how close Willow was to winning back-to-back tournaments. Being the first 2-time tournament winner and getting her shot at Wembley. How close she was. So I know she's thinking about that as this match goes on.
Certainly credentialed, lived up to her potential, winning the TBS title and the CMLL Women's Championship. But can she add the AEW Women's Championship to it? Vegas odds say no.
Mariah May in the driver's seat. And Willow Nightingale is Mariah, just right hands.
There's Nightingale here. Oh, hold on.
Oh, ooh!
Get off! She's biting her ear!
I don't know what you saw, Nigel. I couldn't get a clear look because Mariah May's hair was in the way.
Stop making excuses. Mike Tyson-esque.
Nonetheless, Willow Nightingale trying to look for a reset here against Mariah May. Those body shots once again. Willow definitely with the strength advantage, but Mariah May with the length, the reach advantage. Wild swing. Willow anticipates. And sends the champion crashing down twice in a row.
With purpose. Oh, look at this. Nigel, never tell me the odds.
Right now they're getting shorter.
Oh! Nightingale. The combination, the kick. Mariah May goes down.
Straight kick to the face. A beautiful face, I might add. Nigel McGuinness just got a boot right in the center of it.
Let's hope it stays that way with a boot like that. Hold on.
Spine buster, the high stack. Willow, 2. Great pinfall attempt by the challenger, Willow Nightingale. Getting Mariah May stacked up high on the shoulders with Willow's body, putting all that weight down in search of the 3 count.
And yet still the AEW Women's Champion kicked out with aplomb. Hold on, looking for it.
The Babe with the power bomb, perhaps. No, Mariah. Ooh. Thinking Mayday. Both women looking. Wow. For the finishing shot, Mariah, the German suplex. Willow able to kick out.
Pure leverage from the champion there with the German suplex. Low angle.
But it was
May now grabbing at the shoulder.
It was not a great distribution of weight on the shoulders of Willow Nightingale. That allowed Willow to fire that right shoulder up off the canvas.
I think delivering that German suplex may have slightly injured the shoulder.
Yep. It's a good call.
Of our goddess champion.
Goddess champion.
Yes.
Willow.
Oh.
Maybe thinking figure 4 or
Indian Deathlock if she can get that leg through.
Instead,
oh,
this.
Oh.
As Willow bridging up, causing separation on those knees, on the hips. I mean, this is a total lower body attack by Willow Nightingale on the Glamour, the AEW Women's World Champion, Mariah May.
May out wide open for the slaps, as is Nightingale.
And you mentioned that Willow Nightingale, former CMLL Women's World Champion. This is that Mexican submission, that Llave influence that Willow picked up while competing in Arena Mexico.
And now the champion's starting to loosen the hold.
Oh, Mariah driven into her own knee repeatedly.
Boy, that's creative. That really, really is. The fans appreciate it from the former TBS champ.
Former TBS champion, perhaps future AEW Women's World Champion. That's Mariah. Uh-oh.
No!
Mariah was looking for respite in the corner, but Willow found the cannonball. Brings Mariah out, and now Willow Nightingale.
Nigel.
Good Lord,
just
Salt pressed, nobody home.
This is your chance. Our darling angel ascends to the heavens.
Mariah May to the top. The drop kick. Mariah in search of Mayday.
Look at that.
She finds it.
Mayday!
Is this it?
Mayday!
No, Willow!
Hard to keep a powerhouse like Willow down, even.
Hard to get her up for that, though, Tony. What strength it took from Mariah May.
I agree.
Just let her keep the title.
But what perseverance shown by the challenger, Willow Nightingale. Able to escape from that Mayday.
No, I like Willow Nightingale as much as the next man, but hold on.
Willow had Mariah up. Big elbow strike. Willow really leaned into that one. And now the power. Oh, no, the headbutt.
Oh, what a great counter by the champion.
The misdirection headbutt. Willow swung for the fences and connected.
Wow, this great crowd appreciates what we're seeing here again.
And look at this, Willow leaving her feet. She committed 100% to that. Had she not connected, Nigel, this match would have been Mariah May's to lose.
Absolutely was the case. Is now Bryce. Up to 5, I believe.
Both competitors, of course, with the 10 count to return to their feet. As champion and challenger alike struggling upward, Willow finds vertical base first. And now Willow looking for that bait with the power bomb, but no, Mariah, the waistlock, Willow back elbow.
Mariah got nailed on the back elbow. Nailed.
Uh-oh, Willow likes the Death Valley driver, but Mariah counters. Victory roll from Mariah May. 1, 2, Willow, the shift. 2, no, Mariah using those powerful legs to kick out the Willow, the kick to the face.
You got to say both these women have brought their A game here tonight. What a match.
And Death Valley into the corner.
Mariah. No.
Willow covers 2. No, Mariah May somehow.
This brings tears to my eyes.
What?
How valiant, how heroic. Look at this brutal violence. Dragging a carcass almost into the center, and somehow the champion refuses to go quietly into the night.
I get it now. I get it. Those are your lip prints on her tights. It's exactly what it is, Nigel.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Well, Mariah May showing her heart, her tenacity, and now looking to bring Willow into the ring. But no! Willow, oh my God! No! Counter the Hurricanrana!
Took too long!
And Mariah, the knee strike!
Boy, this takes some athletic ability to do this.
0!
Oh my God!
The cover! 2, 3!
Here's your winner, still AEW Women's World Champion, the Glamour, Mariah May.
Hey, I got to give you credit, Nigel. I know you're enjoying this, and her fans are as well. She earned this one, did Mariah May?
Did she ever? A standing ovation here in Washington. And that takes something this time of night. The amount that they drink here.
The mind of Mariah May may be rife with treachery. However, she continues to impress as the AEW Women's World Champion. Just thriving under pressure. 3 consecutive, just incredible counter wrestling holds or moves on Willow Nightingale allows Mariah May to retain the AEW Women's World Championship. Congratulations to the Glamour tonight in Tacoma. But from the AEW Women's World Championship to the TNT Championship, the wrestler Katsuyori Shibata will challenge the scapegoat, the champion, Jack Perry, next on WrestleDream.
Those who shape the future carry the burden of destroying the past.
People like me are crucified in this life so that we can be worshipped in the next.
Perry's not done. Here comes Katsuyori Shibata.
You and me, TNT Championship, WrestleDream.
Well, think about it. I want to have a conversation in the language that you really speak. Violence.
Woo!
Jack Perry, a cheap shot.
I don't know what he is trying to accomplish here.
I accept.
Katsuyori Shibata, the challenger of TNT Championship at WrestleDream.
You deserve to be the TNT champion. But come to find, it's not about what you deserve. It's about what you are willing to take. This says that I am one of the best. Come and take it from me.
This bout set will involve the 30-minute time limit is for the TNT Championship. Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 209 pounds, the wrestler Katsuyori Shibata.
A great ovation for Katsuyori Shibata. It is not lost on this crowd in Tacoma how much it means to see this man compete, especially competing at such a high level when his career was thought to be over just over 7 years ago. We'll touch on that more in a moment. Now back to the ring and Justin Roberts.
And his opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing 190 pounds, he is the TNT champion, the Skingo Jack Perry.
But Jack Perry, the reigning, defending TNT champion. We heard from him when he issued the challenge, or shortly after he issued the challenge to Katsuyori Shibata. He said he wants the man that left it all in the ring. He wants to face the man that Katsuyori Shibata was when he stepped into the ring on April 9th, 2017, when he faced Kazuchika Okada in New Japan Pro Wrestling, the night that Shibata, not just his pro wrestling career nearly ended, the night that Katsuyori Shibata's life nearly ended.
Certainly a pivotal moment in the life of the wrestler, and no question, while he has come back physically, mentally, there's always going to be a star there and an asterisk for Katsuyori Shibata, and certainly Jack Perry, the scapegoat, tried to get in his head by attacking Shibata, as we saw earlier.
Well, he turned away from Shibata, and then when Shibata had his back turned, attacked him brutally from behind.
Would you attack him face to face, Tony?
No, I would not.
There you go.
Okay.
And here's the thing about Katsuyori Shibata. Early on in his career, you could draw some parallels between Katsuyori Shibata and Jack Perry in terms of being unruly, being ungovernable, really bucking under authority. But Katsuyori Shibata, though, as he's grown, as he's matured, has really become to appreciate professional wrestling, doing things the right way, not the cheap way, not the easy way, which Jack Perry has embraced.
Well, we heard earlier tonight honoring the late great Antonio Inoki with his two sons here.
Grandsons, pardon me.
Grandsons, excuse me, that is correct. Richly Sandar, his catchphrase. And certainly in the early days of Inoki's Genome Federation. As you know well, Tony.
I do. And
have you been playing with Duolingo, by the way?
Yes, I have.
Good.
How many? Never mind. You know, and this is a big moment for Katsuyori Shibata. I mean, he was the Ring of Honor Pure Champion for 239 days.
Cover here by Jack Perry.
Last year, so he has won championships since the injury.
As Shibata looking, oh, look at this for Juji Katame.
And to wrestle here, like you were saying, in this arena during Wrestle Dream, honoring the man who trained him, Antonio Inoki, is big for Katsuyori Shibata.
Shibata, of course, second-generation wrestler. His father, a former pro wrestler, longtime referee in New Japan Pro Wrestling, close associate of Antonio Inoki, as Jack Perry luring Shibata into the ring.
Great move by Jack. It really was.
Well, when you're in the ring with someone who always plays by the rules, good opportunity to break them. Cover.
Float over as Jack Perry looking to end it here, but Shibata able to kick out. Jack, kick to the spine. This is not a game that I think Jack Perry wants to play against Katsuyori Shibata.
Do you think we're seeing the best? I know he's a singles champion right now. Shibata said, okay, that was okay. Do it again. Do you think we are seeing the best version, wrestling-wise, of Jack Perry now that he's part of the elite?
100%. How can that allegiance not help anybody?
Well, you know, he was a World Tag Team Champion one time.
And now he is the TNT Champion. Which title would you rather hold, Tony? Other than most annoying commentary announcer.
I won that for 4 years running.
That's true. Surprised they didn't name it after you.
Only time will tell on that, but take a look. And Shibata, I think, is absorbing these. Look, yep.
Now Jack Perry just digging the fingers into the eyes. Shibata, he was welcoming the contact from Jack Perry.
And Jack knew that, and that's why he went to the gouge.
And now Jack had the hands of Shibata pinned to the mat, as well as weight distributed across the shoulders. But Katsuyori Shibata still trying to deal with a potential eye injury there from the TNT champion, Jack Perry.
Shibata has looked very good of late. He's undefeated in singles competition since May of this year. It's a lot of matches.
Jack Perry
taking
winning
everything.
the TNT Championship earlier this year at Forbidden Door as
Yep. That one stung.
And now you're not going anywhere, Jack. You got to take your licks.
Oh, that was double chop.
As Shibata. Oh, just a thudding chop.
Whoa, man, these are Wahoo McDaniel-like.
Perry doing absolutely everything to avoid any more of these chops, and you can understand why. Blistering. One more time. And I heard it, as it were, the sound of thunder. The man in black.
Sometimes the simplest attack, the most effective, and there, Katsuyori Shibata perhaps alluding to that iron claw as Katsuyori Shibata.
That's right, Shibata spent some time alongside the young boys, learning the iron claw, but Jack Perry not concerned on that. We're a long way from Texas.
Katsuyori Shibata countering with that suplex.
Yeah, that was a desperation suplex that time, Excalibur, because you can see after he landed with a suplex, he rolled over. He's still trying to get up on his feet. Now he's close.
Katsuyori Shibata taking a moment to compose himself. Jack Perry. Just the face of Jack Perry tells you everything you need to know. He is annoyed by Katsuyori Shibata. He's annoyed by, I think, anybody.
Oh, no.
That would dare.
Spat in his face.
But look at Shibata, though.
The ultimate show of disrespect. No effect. Aim a few inches higher.
Shibata rolls
Oh,
through.
my God. Oh. Is that amazing or what?
Using the momentum created by Jack Perry. And now, machine gun chops in the corner. As Shibata.
No one there. Man. Well done, Jack Perry.
Yeah, well-timed escape by Jack Perry, who drags Shibata out to, oh, wait, Shibata.
Holy smokes. The knees of Jack Perry.
The knees, the spine, the hips of Jack Perry all crashing into the side of the ring.
Nigel, that can blow out a knee right here.
Certainly can, just there.
Boom.
The back of the knee, and again, Excalibur, simplicity, often the best offense. The snap suplex, the chop.
Yeah, Katsuyori Shibata showing work smarter, not harder against Jack Perry. As Shibata creates distance.
Perry's out.
Now seeks to close it in. The drop kick in the corner. And Jack Perry came up clutching that right knee. I think Shibata may have landed on it, but nonetheless, the front chancery suplex. Shibata floats over to Jack Perry, able to kick out.
Perry said he is the type of man that is crucified in this life to be worshipped in the next. Right now, Shibata has certainly been crucifying him.
Yes, Shibata has wrestled a phenomenal match so far.
Oh, look at this.
Vicious Kawada kicks to the top of the forehead.
Short kicks to the face of Jack Perry. Has the champion staggered. As now just running shot in the corner. As you see that trademark towel, that red towel of Katsuyori Shibata. Inspired by Antonio Inoki, but now Jack Perry catches the kick and thinking snare trap perhaps.
That's what he's got.
Shibata, though, tremendous submission defense, tremendous endurance of Katsuyori Shibata, but Jack Perry.
Perry's version of the FTF. Step over toe hold with a face lock. And I guarantee you, Shibata's spent plenty of time in this hold. We'll know a few ways out. This, one of them, get to the bottom rope.
Got Shibata doing the army crawl, carrying not only his weight, but the weight of the TNT champion, Jack Perry, to the ropes to force the break. But Perry, once again, looking for the DDT on the floor.
This time he goes.
Perry, the DDT on Katsuyori Shibata. Shibata returned to the ring. Perry looking for the cover. 2, and we mentioned the outset of this match, the nearly life-threatening, or the life-threatening, career-threatening injury that Katsuyori Shibata suffered just over 7 years ago. It was a subdermal hematoma. It was a brain bleed that required emergency surgery. So anytime Shibata takes a blow like that, oh wait.
Well, that's exactly what Perry was looking for.
Valley driver, and now Katsuyori Shibata.
Could do it again, why not?
A second. Oh, to the knee.
No, how about that?
And Shibata into the sleeper. Perry in trouble.
Gonna drop back, get the body scissors. Oh, Brady's got no, but keep it hold.
Katsuyori Shibata hanging on.
He is relentless tonight.
And now
There it is.
2 and...
Shoulders are down.
Oh, wait a second.
I think Shibata got pinned.
Yes, he did. Break the hold, break the hold. What a brilliant move. Let's try and get a decision here.
The winner of this match, and still TNT champion, the scapegoat, Jack Perry.
Well, the fans don't like it, but it was a good call.
Yeah, it's an unpopular decision, but Katsuyori Shibata, I think it was too overzealous. Oh! Now, rather than take the victory that he earned, Jack Perry.
Well, of course, Shibata nearly tried to put him out even after the pinfall. Oh! Shibata refused to release the rear naked choke.
I don't think Shibata
caused
even
real
realized
damage.
Shibata didn't even realize that the match had ended. He was looking for the submission victory. Jack Perry countered, but now Jack Perry just totally unnecessary.
They're doing it again. Wait a minute. It's Daniel Garcia. It's Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia, who made his return at Dynamite earlier this week for the first time since All Out.
And he said, all champions, you're on notice.
Shibata's longtime friend and partner, Daniel Garcia, coming to his aid.
Look at that. Look at that stare. He's not budging.
The stoic glance from Daniel Garcia.
Perry doesn't look concerned.
Well, not on the floor, he wouldn't be.
He wasn't when he was in the ring, Tony. Jack Perry knows his road as TNT champion will continue. Wait a second.
What is this? What in the heck?
He's not here.
We haven't seen MJF since those repeat power drivers at All Out.
My God, he is. And he is stalking to the ring. Power walking, and Garcia wants him.
MJF, he won the match at All Out, but Daniel Garcia, he had the last laugh. He's taken MJF out of action. He's put him on the shelf with those pile drivers.
He's not on the shelf now.
Just like MJF tried to take out Daniel Garcia, tried to end Garcia's career.
Wow, what a moment. An incredible, shocking moment.
Oh! Jack Perry, I thought he had slunk off into the crowd, but instead blindsided Daniel Garcia.
Master of a cheap shot.
You know, what a shocking moment, Tony. There you go. Oh, and we're just getting started.
Sure, pick up the pieces now, you bum.
Daniel Garcia should have stayed in the back and not got involved in someone else's business.
Oh, MJF.
He can take his good time now and enjoy this. Oh, put my feet up.
Are you okay, Danny? Remember, it was MJF that started this with Garcia.
And it's MJF who is going to finish it right here at Wrestle Dream.
It was MJF's insecurity, his jealousy,
exactly,
that led him to attempt to end the career of Daniel Garcia.
Insecure, jealous.
Danny, it's been a while since I saw you, buddy. If I recall, the last time I saw you, I defeated you without breaking a sweat.
Not true.
And then I went on to make several movies and several millions. But, 1 second. But if I'm not mistaken, you've been up to some pretty big stuff since, too. Apparently you had a bidding war, huh, buddy? That bidding war was about as real and as existent in 2024 as the Seattle Supersonics. But I'm talking Seattle! Oh, that's right, we're in Tacoma! Who gives a shit? Hear that, Danny? That's a star reaction. Speaking of, I wanted to thank you for telling me my Dynamite Diamond was in a pawn shop in Buffalo. It took me some time, but I found it. And now, you're gonna kiss it.
Wow, how apropos.
That Dynamite Diamond ring has been so crucial in so many victories for MJF. Towards the ring. It was to save MJF. And if I have to guess this time, it was to destroy MJF. Why not? Do it!
It's not going to happen tonight. Adam Cole is back. But this is just beginning.
MJF obviously with an axe to grind against Daniel Garcia, but Adam Cole with his own axe to grind for Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
Who is leading what's nothing to do with Adam Cole.
Great show of respect between Adam Cole and Daniel Garcia right there. Well, I mean, first, the unexpected return of MJF, and now Adam Cole. This chessboard is filling up, Tony.
This is a wonderful moment. There you see this great crowd we have on hand here in the Tacoma Dome, chanting now, "Welcome back." And I think you're right. You touched on it, Nigel. After that ankle injury, we didn't know how he would be, but he ran full blast down that rampway. He's back, brother.
He's back, but has he chosen the right target?
The target he had before the injury.
You MJF, you my friend, or a dead man.
Some words for the former AEW World Champion, MJF.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
MJF, Adam Cole making their return here tonight. What a moment at WrestleDream. But right now we turn our attention to the AEW International Championship. Will Ospreay looks to defend against not just one opponent, but two. Ricochet and the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita. Ricochet, Will Ospreay. We are in the midst of an AEW International Championship match.
Over these past couple of years, you have been on another level, but homie, I'm still Ricochet, and I am out of this world.
An absolute dream rematch.
Boom, and blade, there it was. Takeshita. Oh, wow. Is he acting under Don Callis' orders?
Did you send Takeshita? Yes! Yes, I sent him! Because you wouldn't listen.
Ricochet takes down Takeshita. Will we see a new champion crowned? Konosuke Takeshita. Ricochet. Will Ospreay retain?
Lots going down. Is Will really going to be able to stay focused?
The Alpha calling his shot.
Nobody is better than Will Ospreay.
This three-way match set for one fall with a 16-minute time limit is for the AEW International Championship. Introducing the challengers first, being accompanied by Don Callis from Osaka, Japan, weighing 132 pounds, the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita.
Konosuke Takeshita, one of the most exciting, electrifying athletes in all of professional wrestling, a highly recruited prospect, a man that earned that moniker of the Alpha when he defeated Kenny Omega twice in the space of 1 week. And Konosuke Takeshita, his arrival, unfortunately for us, means the arrival of Don Callis. Don Callis, a man who said that he discarded the best of the world. He discarded a man as close as family, Kenny Omega. He would readily do it again with Will Ospreay.
Next, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 208 pounds, Ricochet!
But Don, I have to ask, Ricochet and Will Ospreay engaged in a tremendous AEW International Championship match. And it seems because Will Ospreay wasn't willing to win how you wanted him to win when you sent Takeshita in to upset the proceedings.
Well, my track record is clear. When people listen to me, good things happen. When they don't, bad things happen. Wrestlers should not think they're intelligent. They're not. They are meat puppets that go in there and perform athletically for me.
Wow. Holy smoke.
Except for Takeshita, who's great.
So he's the only one that's not a meat puppet, is what you're saying out here.
He called Kyle Fletcher, he called Lance Archer meat puppet.
Of course he is.
I'm saying that let the thinker think and let the wrestlers wrestle. Very simple concept.
It's proven sound advice thus far.
Well, it was clear earlier this week on Dynamite that Kyle Fletcher was having some second thoughts when you commanded him to stab Will Ospreay.
I don't want to talk about Kyle.
From Essex, England, weighing 220 pounds, he is the AEW International Champion, the Aerial Assassin, Will Ospreay!
What an incredible performer. He's taken AEW in the world by storm. No doubt.
The AEW International Champion, Will Ospreay. A little reception here in Tacoma for the Aerial Assassin.
Done a lot of great things. One of them was separating himself from you, Don Callis.
Well, all I can tell you is, like so many others, he's had his best success with me.
richer than him. The question, is there anyone smarter? Or has he made the worst decision in his career, stepping away from the Don Callis family?
Don, I loathe to admit it, but before you got on headset, we were speaking about how Konosuke Takeshita earned that moniker, the Alpha, by defeating Kenny Omega twice in the space of 1 week. An event that I would say that you played no small part in.
Never been done before. Takeshita is the best athlete in this company, and we're going to see it on display tonight against two other great athletes.
This one's going to be electric.
Ospreay and Ricochet working in concert here.
Yeah, it's a little payback from what happened.
You had to think this was how the match was going to start, but it's early days. Think of the ego of Ospreay, the ego of Ricochet. No way they're going to be able to team together for the rest of this match.
Yeah, we'll see how long this lasts, Excalibur.
This is also directed at you, Don.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Come on.
Middle kicks there from Ospreay and Ricochet as Oscutter attempt. Ricochet powered out. Whoa, roundhouse kick avoided by Ospreay. And rebound arm drag. Ricochet finds his feet, rolls underneath, catches Ospreay. Tijeras. Ospreay finds his feet underneath them, swing and a miss. Both men. Similar ideas, but
Great timing from Konosuke Takeshita.
We talked about that. We scouted that. They're too cocky.
Takeshita with ample opportunities to play spoiler here tonight, Nigel.
Yeah, the Alpha is primed. Doesn't even need to pin or submit the champion to take the international title. And that gives him a huge advantage.
Ospreay hard into the barricade right in front of our timekeeper's table.
Going after Ricochet now. Going to impact some damage here.
Takeshita.
A lot of damage already been done on this. Oh my God.
Did you hear the sound of Ricochet's head bouncing off the mat at ringside?
Like someone had dropped a bowling ball.
And now this is a three-way match. There are no disqualifications as Takeshita bringing the table into the proceedings.
Could say. Sorry.
Don Callis shouting kill to Konosuke Takeshita. But Will Ospreay.
Oh, he tried to make an attack, but
Ospreay up to his feet and head first into the ring post.
Takeshita one step ahead.
Konosuke Takeshita, as you mentioned, Nigel, does not have to pin or submit Will Ospreay. If he's able to put Ricochet through this table, he could very easily roll Ricochet into the ring and win the International Championship.
Just like that, and Ospreay will rue the day that he turned on Don Callis.
Ricochet trying to fight out of the grip of Konosuke Takeshita, but Takeshita with a size advantage on Ricochet. But Ricochet
holding on to the ropes.
Yeah, that right arm was laced around the top rope.
Oh.
Ricochet. Wild swing by Ricochet. Takeshita counter strike.
Dropped it.
And now Takeshita, he eyed Will Ospreay on the floor.
You see Ospreay's arm coming up.
Takeshita overcommitted with the knee strike. The knee strike attempted. Ricochet, the drop kick takes down Ospreay.
If I'm scoring this on points, I got to say I've got Ricochet ahead right now.
Looking to add some points here.
As Ricochet, Takeshita caught him.
He caught him.
But special of his own.
The athleticism that we have seen in this match in the first 5 minutes has been amazing. All three men.
They are on their feet.
This International Championship match so evenly contested. Will Ospreay off the top. Scores with the elbow strike. Ospreay lateral press to Takeshita. Kicking out on referee Stefan Smith's 2 count.
Ospreay looking so impressive. There's a reason I referred to him as the Golden Goose. He is exactly that good.
Pinpoint accuracy right upside the jaw. Takeshita driven to the mat, and you can see from his reaction that landed flush.
Don, it was not long ago that you were pitting Will Ospreay against his fellow members of the Don Callis family, Konosuke Takeshita included, and it was Ospreay that came out victorious that night against the Alpha.
Well, that's that's a very different thing than the personal nature of this bout, in my opinion. Oh.
Ricochet attacking both Ospreay and Takeshita at the same time, and now Ospreay spiked inadvertently by Takeshita.
Ricochet is incredible.
And Ricochet, shooting star pressed to the ribs, 2. And Nigel, Ricochet, no stranger to a three-way match. He knows how to conduct himself in this type of situation.
Yeah, he's been in plenty of them, and very interesting strategies, certainly. Eyes in the back of the head is a cliche for a reason. Certainly incredible athleticism on the part of Ricochet. If Pac is the man that gravity forgot, Ricochet is the man that gravity never met in the first place.
Now, speaking of Pac, it's one of 6 men that Will Ospreay successfully defended the international title against. It's been a great run for Will Ospreay and a chance to keep it here tonight.
Back elbow from Ricochet into the jaw of Konosuke Takeshita as the challengers in this.
Oh, yes! Wow!
The windup from Takeshita and the fastball for the strike on the jaw of Ricochet.
So many attributes to Takeshita. Anticipation's one of them.
Bang! Again, lying in wait, waiting until the absolute last minute to throw the forearm. No way Ricochet could avoid that.
Yeah, tremendous timing by Konosuke Takeshita. As soon as he saw Ricochet poke his head up, he found his mark with that elbow strike.
Got all of it. That's all you can ask for.
Now Takeshita.
Second attempt at the Blue Thunder bomb. Not even close.
Takeshita goes looking for that Blue Thunder, but instead, Ospreay! 2 for 1 for the champion.
Love him or hate him, that move is incredible.
And what are your feelings to Will Ospreay, Don? Love him or hate him?
You know, Will Ospreay is among the most talented people I've ever been in. He's just got horrible judgment as it concerns his wrestling career.
He used to say the same thing about Kenny Omega.
Well, I was right there too, wasn't I?
You'd say that about our EVPs?
The Bucks?
Yes.
I've hated the Bucks for 8 years.
Well, perhaps a fine coming your way as well. As Takeshita tried to elevate Will
Look at this
Ospreay.
now. Gotta block it. Gotta block it. Get low. Get low. Whoa.
Wow. Right on the edge that time.
Takeshita finds his footing on the apron, but unfortunately for him, finds himself on the receiving end of some chops there. Ospreay! Oh, thrust kick. Takeshita nearly crumbled.
Oh, there's Ospreay set up for it.
Cutter, but instead Ricochet counters. Looking perhaps for a half and half on the apron. And now, Ospreay, the waiting death belly driver of Takeshita.
Perfectly executed.
But Ospreay meteor on the apron.
This is unbelievable. That these guys can even stand. Their bodies everywhere.
I don't know how much more they can take, any of them, of this pace.
Well, you better believe it, Tony, because Ricochet is poised to become the new international champion, first of all. Here it was Takeshita, but taking the opportunity. Ricochet now a moment away from victory.
Don, your
what is
man's
the referee doing here?
Your man's in trouble.
It's no disqualification, Don. And it was
we don't want to see someone get hurt.
It was Takeshita that set up that table earlier.
Listen, the man who wields a screwdriver doesn't want to see anyone get hurt.
Oh, standing Spanish fly.
He might have him.
Leg hooked, and Ricochet able to kick out.
It's a very different Will Ospreay than the man that Ricochet wrestled all those years ago.
Ospreay thinking Stormbreaker perhaps could end it here. Oh, but Ricochet counters.
That's it. That's it.
2, and Ospreay able to kick out.
Oh my God.
Ospreay comes around the corner. The heel kick. And now the hidden blade. No. Ricochet. Oh! 1, 2, and no!
Ospreay's taken 2 blows on his head and is still in this match.
Ricochet's been very strategic going after the head and neck.
That backslide bomb, a tremendous counter to the hidden blade, Nigel. But now Will Ospreay, the champion, finds himself exactly where he does not want to be against the high flyer like Ricochet.
Watch this.
450 splash,
Great
but Ricochet
adjustment mid-flight.
rolls through. Power bomb. Styles crash from the champion. 1, 2, Takeshita there to break it up.
The only thing it saved you because Ricochet was out.
Perfect timing there there by Takeshita.
Again, great anticipation to Takeshita, knowing where to be. Very, very smart.
Look how determined Takeshita is here. After both of his opponents try to isolate him earlier in the match.
Yeah, Konosuke Takeshita finding himself in a pitched battle in this situation, but doing a good job to persevere. And now, Ospreay.
Look at that.
Takeshita!
He's not done.
Deadlift German suplex.
He's down. What a lariat.
But Ricochet looking to connect. Ricochet kicks out.
Did not get the shoulders covered.
I thought he had him. I really thought he had him.
Just watch this, lying in wait. Third time was certainly the charm. But to your point, you can see the foot underneath the shoulder instead of on top of it.
Wow. The timing, the improvisation, the creativity of Konosuke Takeshita against two top-tier athletes here tonight.
It's what they came to see.
We're stomping here, clapping to sound like a thunderstorm.
Takeshita just too big for Ricochet at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
Dropped him.
But Ospreay now trying his luck against the Alpha. And Nigel, anytime you see a man's knees go weak like that, like we just saw from Will Ospreay, you know they're in trouble.
You know they've been hit right upside the jaw. There is a nerve.
Oh, boy. This is sickening right now.
Why? Because it's against your man. It's 2-on-1.
2 against 1.
Again, it's a receipt for what happened the last time these two men met.
Now, later in the match, certainly Takeshita in a more precarious situation to have to fight two men at the same time.
And Takeshita is rising up. Look at this.
He's a superior athlete, Shivani. That's what they do. Look at him.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a home run swing right there, guys.
A star is made.
And now Takeshita rolling lariat, avoided Ricochet, and Enziguri maintains the waist lock. Oh! Inadvertent shot there by Ospreay. Takeshita, another elbow strike. Oh, Ospreay, quick combination. Takeshita staggered.
Hard to register when he's that quick.
Cutter attempted. No, Takeshita too strong. Ospreay finds his feet, swing and a miss by the champion, swing and a miss by one of the challengers. Ospreay!
I'm not sure Takeshita knows which end is up right now.
On the 2 count.
He kicked out.
Kicked out. There's nobody on it.
That's concerning to me.
I agree. It should be.
That incredible match has continued here. All three men giving their best shots, but you can see it was Ricochet with the final opportunity, a hair's breadth from becoming the new international champion.
Again, as you saw, Takeshita was kicking out with nobody on him. It just shows how much punishment has gone down in this match. And Takeshita is still laying on the apron of the ring here.
But you saw that chop from Ricochet, the fatigue evident on one of the challengers.
This is the first time I've seen Ricochet really register that fatigue. He's been amazing in this match so far.
Just like he was amazing against Will Ospreay 2 weeks ago at Dynamite, but Ricochet.
That was nicely done. Just get rid of him.
But now Takeshita underneath Ricochet.
Here we go.
Watch out.
Bringing Ricochet.
Ospreay poised to strike.
Ricochet landed on his feet. Takeshita doesn't realize it.
Oh, no.
German suplex Takeshita. 2 in a row. Ricochet swinging a miss. Poison Rana. But Ricochet, one of his own.
This is unbelievable.
And wait a second, Takeshita. German suplex on both men. Unbelievable.
Men are standing. Look at them. Every seat. They're standing up.
Nigel, have you seen many displays of power to match that? I doubt it.
Barely in this lifetime. What an incredible matchup. 3 men leaving it all in the center of the ring for the international title.
You know what? Sometimes in a match like this, it comes down to a mistake. Let's see who makes a mistake, if they do.
And perhaps it is Ospreay who has already made it.
Ospreay and Ricochet finding themselves on the outside. Takeshita inside, but not for long.
Nicely done.
Connecting with the champion and his fellow challenger. Elects to return Ricochet to the ring. Now Konosuke Takeshita. Big time lariat.
Get the leg.
Takeshita, lateral press.
That close, Nigel, just that close.
Just again an inch. It wasn't the leg, it was the shoulder that just slipped off the mat there as Ricochet refuses to go quietly. Still, though, Takeshita, this is his match to lose.
Yeah, you got to wonder, Nigel, how can they keep up this pace?
It's training, it's guts, it's soul. Who wants it the most?
Well, you're talking about 3 of the best athletes in the world right now in the ring.
Takeshita, one hell of a kick in the corner as he elevates Ricochet to the top. Takeshita, he's used that turnbuckle brainbuster in the past.
Do it.
Oh, wait, no. He's thinking.
Look at Ospreay, what a sneak.
Ospreay sweeps out the leg. We'll never find out what Konosuke Takeshita was thinking as Ospreay.
Well, he's gonna
now up to the top with Ricochet. Both men find themselves on the top rope. Oh, wait, Ricochet counters one.
No.
Wow. Ospreay pushes the pile, breaks up the pinning predicament, and preserves his championship.
Wow.
What an incredible moment that was, as again, just take a look. Every single person is on their feet.
You know, this is one of the best matches of the year, by far. And we've seen some great ones, guys.
And most of them have had Will Ospreay in them.
Open-handed strike across the jaw from Ricochet, but Ospreay with the high ground. Connects with the kick. Now, hidden blade. A 10 corkscrew kick. Drops Ricochet.
Rapidly ascending.
Ricochet to the
Second
top.
time.
Press, but Takeshita, the knee, the cover, 2, and no! I'm not sure if it was Ricochet or Ospreay that kicked out of the double pinfall attempt, but credit to Takeshita trying to end this match as quickly, as expediently as possible.
Certainly here.
You notice the table.
Your investment in Takeshita has paid dividends.
Been a long road together, but boy, he's looked great in this match. But I gotta say, so have Ricochet and Ospreay.
My God, a night that started with a flurry with Jay White and Hangman continues tonight with incredible action. Fans want the table.
And I think Takeshita wants a Blue Thunder bomb on Ricochet through it. We've seen him use that in the past when a table's present, but Ricochet doesn't want to find out.
He counters it well by sitting down. Get the body weight. Oh, my goodness.
That wasn't even an axe kick. That was just a leaping stomp to the crown of the head.
You see in the background at...
Well, Ricochet could be taking vertigo through the table, but Takeshita counters.
There it is. Hold on, Ricochet. He's at his mercy. Well, I don't think we're going to see Ricochet the remainder of the match.
Wow, what an amazing... No! It's a 1 count.
Oh, my God, he got out of 1. We'll do it again. is this? Oh! Who was that?
It's Fletcher.
Is that Fletcher? Is that Kyle? Yes, it is. What is this? No, what did you do?
I told you.
They're best friends. They've been best.
Not anymore.
This is unbelievable.
What have you done, Kyle Fletcher?
Again, no disqualification. All this can go down. Look at him dropping the knee pad.
Oh, Takeshita!
Where's the referee?
Fletcher!
He's got the referee.
Bringing Stephon Smith into the ring. Don Callis demanding the count.
It's a robbery.
No. 1, 2, and 3.
Here is your winner and new AEW International Champion, the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita.
Don Callis and these poison tentacles into the brain of Fletcher.
Will Ospreay. Kyle Fletcher, in the early days of the pandemic, found himself stranded in England. Will Ospreay opened his home to Kyle Fletcher. He took him in. He gave him a place to stay.
Right.
He did. He bent over backwards, and this is how Kyle Fletcher repays him. Allowing Konosuke Takeshita to become the new AEW International Champion.
He didn't just allow it. He helped it happen. And while Kyle Fletcher may appreciate all of that from Will Ospreay, he has decided to move on and move up. He no longer wants to be in the shadow of the aerial assassin.
Wait a second, Fletcher's not done.
Fletcher walked out on Tuesday with a screwdriver in his hand. He came back with that same screwdriver. This was all a ploy, a plan.
Wait a second, Fletcher with the double underhook. The hands clasped.
You know what that means?
No. No, Fletcher. Oh,
no! Tiger driver.
Ospreay's going to need some help. Holding on these
that Will Ospreay took out of his repertoire that may have ended his career.
The move that Will Ospreay said was too dangerous. The move that Will Ospreay said had no place in professional wrestling. Kyle Fletcher had no compunctions about hitting that very move on Will Ospreay. But the point remains. Konosuke Takeshita with Ricochet taken out of play. The door opened by Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher. Konosuke Takeshita becomes the new AEW International Champion at WrestleDream.
Well, aside from Don Callis' interference, which by the way again was all legal, Takeshita earned this one in many ways because that was one phenomenal match we just watched.
Now begins the era of the Alpha as international champion, and Don Callis could not be more pleased. An impressive performance by Konosuke Takeshita, but a stinging betrayal by Kyle Fletcher. But right now, let's head to the back where Renee Paquette is standing by.
I love it too. I love this guy.
Guys, I'm here with Orange Cassidy and Jerry Lynn. Jerry, you told me earlier that you had something that you wanted to say to Orange, but you wanted to do it here in front of our audience.
Well, thank you for giving me the time, Orange. I just wanted to let you know that I've been doing this for 40 years, and I have never seen anyone like you. You're unique, you're special, you connect with all the fans. Hell, you connected with me. I dressed up like you for Halloween. And the scary part is all that was in my closet. And I know you've been going through some stuff lately, but I have seen you step up. I have seen you, when it called for it, to show the fans a whole other side of you. And with all the chaos going on around here, if you really wanted to, if you really tried, you could be the man. just food for thought.
Hey. Listen, Jerry. You are the man, Orange.
Orange Cassidy ringing endorsement there for Jerry Lynn, and a little support from the cold-hearted Hanson double hook. But right now, Prince Nana has center stage.
Hey, don't forget to go to their website, PrinceNanaCoffee.com, PrinceNanaCoffee.com. But right now, I'm gonna bring him out for an update. He is your forever he's your forever AEW World Champion, the most dangerous man in AEW, and my boss. Ladies and gentlemen, whose house? Whose house?
There he is, the former AEW World Champion, Swerve Strickland. But the man that has been at the forefront of the mind of MVP since his arrival in AEW. MVP pointing out that Swerve Strickland, not only has he suffered 2 consecutive losses for the first time in his AEW career, not only was his childhood home burned to the ground, but Swerve Strickland also lost the AEW World Championship, all under the watch of Prince Nana.
I think it's a very valid point, if we're honest. I mean, clearly by the looks of things, Prince Nana is more concerned with shilling his coffee than introducing a man who he calls his boss. He may be his boss now, but if MVP has his way, maybe for much longer.
That's exactly what MVP said. He said, you're too worried about the coffee. And listen, I think Swerve is the type of athlete, and it's not a slight on Prince Nana. Swerve's the type of athlete, he can bounce back from 2 straight losses. He can bounce back from, that's nothing for him.
But think about how high profile those losses were.
Sure.
The main event, Wembley Stadium, all in London for the AEW World Championship. The cage match, unsanctioned as it was, but still a loss to Hangman Adam Page at All Out.
Whose house? 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 Whose house?
Princess.
That's all he's got,
yeah,
if I'm honest.
Yeah, it just, he's hyped up on coffee, apparently. It's a great moment having Swerve back home, isn't it? Great moment.
Not gonna lie, man, it feels a little weird being out here without the AEW World Championship around my waist. But with that home welcome, man, I'm kind of happy again, man. Thank you very much. Y'all saying everything I need to say for me. I'll cut to the chase on one thing. My medical update. It's a little wonky. I still feel a little tingling in the back of my neck. It shoots down to my lower waist, and it shoots down to my legs, and sometimes a little tingling in my fingers. It's almost like everything I said about Bryan Danielson, it's all coming back to me now a little bit. Karma is a mug, ain't it? But with all that being said, I am medically cleared. I wanted to come out here and address my hometown, my people. I wanted to tell you guys about the past. I wanted to tell you guys about the present and what I plan to do in the future. And now the future is...
Your future! What a wonderful segue, Swerve!
MVP
Because
Shelton Benjamin.
It's your future that I'd like to discuss with you. But
they said they'd be here.
Your minion, maybe he didn't give you my business card because you haven't called me back. You haven't answered any of my emails. You haven't answered any of my DMs. So I figured that you must be in deep contemplation, thinking about the decisions that you're going to have to make regarding your future. Swerve, you and I, we have history. We go way, way back. As a matter of fact, I believed in you before you believed in yourself. I was the one that told you about the great things that lay ahead for you. I said on that episode of The Wrestlers that our future was in great hands. Remember that? You're absolutely right. It is Swerve's house. It is. But right now, unfortunately for Swerve, your career seems to be floundering just a little bit. Wait a minute. My resume speaks for itself. One thing I have become exceptionally good at is taking former champions and helping them remember the things that allowed them to become great, to reascend to the mountaintop, for them to regain the championship titles that they should have. So Swerve, now that I'm here, let's talk some business, shall we?
Well, first off, P, hello. That's one. Second of all, you gave me a lot of great advice back in 2017. Remember that match we had back in Defy a couple years ago?
Yeah. I remember.
Remember when I beat you that night?
You did. You beat me. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I learned a whole lot that night from you that I still carry with me still to this day. Even further, I watched you take a lot of great stars and really ascend them to superstardom, above pro wrestling. I watched you do that, and that is inspiring. That was so inspiring, just like you, Shelton Benjamin. You were such a big inspiration for me, and I'm sure a whole lot of other people sitting there right now. Matter of fact, 12-year-old Swerve will be standing here right now crying. Just being across the ring from you, your presence meant that so much for me. It was so impactful, man. You paved the way for guys like me to do what I do in this ring, for black wrestlers to do what we do in this ring, and that's because of you. Now, I've been watching the show the past couple weeks, and Nana, the stuff MVP's been saying is, he's not wrong. The last couple months have not been good to us. Hell, I can't even remember what happened in that cage match because I got knocked senseless. Since being with you, I've lost the main event at All Out. I lost my childhood home. But most importantly, I lost my championship. All under your watch. On the other hand, I wouldn't have had all these things to begin with if it wasn't for you, Nana. But on the other hand, P, man, we really do go way back. Like the potential of what we could do together here in AEW, we could really make some more history. You know, I like having power more than anybody. I'm already the most dangerous man here in AEW. Now with MVP and Shelton Benjamin backing me up, oh my God. Now, Nana, I'm just gotta say, there's a lot of things that kind of like, really irk me about you sometimes. I'm watching the percentage in my wages that I'm earning go up a little bit more week in, week out, and I don't know what that's about. You're still selling weed to high school kids in the parking lot of hotels. Yeah, I still heard about that. You're neurotic, you're sporadic. Sometimes I can't find where you are in the back before we got to go out to the ring. But the number one thing, the biggest thing I have to say about you, Nana, is that you are family. And I don't turn my back on family for anybody. So as far as I'm concerned, you can take your little business cards and shove them right up your ass because I'm not interested. Because tonight, we here in whose house?
I think you may have misread the situation. You see, we weren't asking. We were telling you that there is no you without us. So you're either with us or against us. Get out of here.
Well, this is a powder keg.
Come on, let's go. No. No, not now. No, make him pay for it. We're going to make him pay for it.
As now, the referee corps, interim EVP Christopher Daniels into the ring, trying to appeal to... Oh, wait a second. Now...
Someone just... Who was that? Took out a referee. Was that Shelton?
Not sure if it was MVP or if it was Shelton Benjamin, but nonetheless.
Shelton said, if you're not with us, you're against us.
But you heard MVP, consummate businessman. He said, make them pay for it. Don't give it away for free here tonight. But, wow, Swerve Strickland, I mean, business aside, Nigel, I think the most important thing that Swerve Strickland said tonight, that while he may not be feeling physically 100%, that he is clear to compete. And that is great news after that unsanctioned lights-out steel cage match with Hangman Adam Page.
Great to see him back in action when that eventually happens, and you can see MVP looking at his watch. He may control the time. Benjamin said, there is no you without us.
But he also said,
to be seen.
Shelton Benjamin also said, you're either with us or against us. And Swerve Strickland, in no uncertain terms, has indicated that he is against this alliance of MVP and Shelton Benjamin, Tony.
Well, obviously the lines were drawn here just a few moments ago in the ring, and another obvious is that we have not seen the last of this situation because it took everybody, all the referees and Christopher Daniels, to hold MVP and Shelton Benjamin back.
Well, a situation most certainly worth keeping our eye on. And speaking of situations, fans, if you joined us earlier in our broadcast tonight, you saw when the TBS champion, the CEO, Mercedes Moné, arrived here at the Tacoma Dome. She was, let's say, uncomplimentary to some of the production staff here. Queen Aminata took umbrage with that, and Tony Khan took notice, and he made the match official for Dynamite this Wednesday night when we make our debut in the SAP Center in San Jose, California. It will be Mercedes Moné putting her TBS championship on the line against Queen Aminata live this Wednesday night, 8/7 Central on TBS. But coming up next, this is sure to be a high-stakes, high-impact match. Best 2 out of 3 falls. The Beast Mortos and Hologram one-on-one next.
Everyone is talking about Hologram.
The young man has taken AEW by storm.
One of the most exciting and scintillating young stars in Lucha Libre.
A phenom. So smooth. Things that we have never really seen before in AEW. Amazing, now 14-0.
The Beast Mortos.
Formidable, frightening.
That's the symbol of LFI. La Fazione Ingobernable. What is Hologram doing? What's he thinking?
But they brought Beast Mortos into the fold.
Roosh Mortos and Dralistically aligned with Jake the Snake.
What are we going to do next?
Beast Mortos facing the undefeated Hologram. Best 2 out of 3 falls.
Strap in for this one.
Well, fans, we are highly anticipating this match. High stakes, high energy. The undefeated Hologram, the Beast Mortos. Best 2 out of 3 falls.
The following is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Introducing first, from Teotihuacan, Mexico, weighing 170 pounds, Hologram!
And that was the voice of our Collision ring announcer, Art Diora, who, much like yourself, Nigel, has been present for the ascent, the undefeated ascent of Hologram here in All Elite Wrestling.
That's right. You've heard Tony as well. Ever since his debut in Dallas, this young man has set the crowd on fire with his exciting, scintillating, and risk-taking style. This match tonight looks to be a classic.
Longest active winning streak in AEW at 14 straight. Won 4 days ago on our Tuesday, Title Tuesday Dynamite over Commander, and that was a sensational match. This one just may top it.
And Hologram making his debut on AEW pay-per-view tonight at Wrestle Dream. And it's one thing to beat this man once, but to beat him twice in the same match is an extremely tall order.
And his opponent from Torreon, Mexico, weighing 249 pounds, the Beast Mortos!
And fans, tonight AEW makes our pay-per-view debut on Fox Sports Mexico. So let's kick it over to Carlos Cabrera, Alvaro Riojas, and Ariel Levy, our Spanish announce team.
Gracias, amigos. Aquí estamos haciendo historia. El debut en Fox Sports México. ¿Qué tal, familia? Álvaro Riojas, Ariel Levy, un servidor Carlos Cabrera con lo mejor. Porque aquí están precisamente luchando los mejores del mundo. Aquí tenemos al invicto en 14 oportunidades sin ningún revés en ese momento. Hologram enfrentando a la bestia Mortos.
I couldn't agree anymore. And Tony is a man who speaks many different languages. Could you explain to everybody what they were just saying?
Yeah, Carlos was saying how much he's looking forward to this matchup, how much he's looking forward to both men going in the ring, and that you, Nigel, need to shut up.
And he's also saying
at the end of it
how much he was looking forward to our partnership with Fox Sports Mexico, Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, all available on Fox Sports Mexico and Espanol. But Mortos, Beast Mortos, they're big right hand into the jaw of Hologram.
How can you not love that Spanish announce team, man? Huh? Great guys, all of them.
Charismatic team, certainly. And speaking of charisma, this young Hologram is certainly, he's as crafty as he is quick. But speaking of crafty.
Yeah, Mortos, for a man of his size, is able to do some incredible things in the air. But Hologram, even perhaps more incredible. The arm drag off the back. Is that Tijeras? Mortos finds his feet. Hologram sent into the ropes. And now Mortos taken down. Hologram. Such tremendous body control, Nigel.
Yeah, it certainly helps you when you are a slighter luchador. Got to be able to control yourself, especially when you're flying around the way that this man does.
What a pace. To start out, this has been an incredible pace.
We do have to mention this is best 2 out of 3 falls.